Well, still on the issue of heritage, South Africa is a country rich in diversity, from its fauna and flora to its ever-changing landscapes. The same can be said about its people. We, of course, have 11 official languages. How do we celebrate our diversity in a context where some people may celebrate multiple heritages? To unpack this, I'm joined by the University of Stellenbosch's Professor Nico Koopman, who is the Vice Rector for Social Impact, Transformation and Personnel. Professor Koopman, good evening, and thank you so much for your time. You know, in 2020 society, in South Africa, of course, no different. There's often this complex that people face about which of their heritage do they celebrate. You might find that people are coming from, you know, families where there are two different tribes or multiple heritages that are part of that family.
Good evening, Cathy. Blessed Heritage Day. I think it is important on a day like this that we really celebrate and cherish and embrace the diversity of the heritage that we do have worldwide and in a very special way in South Africa. For very long, all over the world, people struggle with diversity and celebrate contribution to the world, to say, on a day like this, Heritage Day, we embrace the diversity of cultures, traditions, perspectives, opinions, worldviews that we have in our wonderful, beautiful country.
A part of how you've termed it is saying that we need to celebrate hybridity. And when we're talking about, you know, being hybrid as individuals, what do you mean?
Originally, the word hybridity was used to refer to the mixing of plant species, animal species, even the mixing of ethnic groups. But I don't want to use it in that sense. I want to use it as social scientists use it over quite a few years now, namely to say people from different backgrounds mingle increasingly with each other. We participate in each other's life. We live in lives. We live in communion with each other. We share with each other. And where that sharing, that life in proximity, that participating in each other's life, when that takes place, something happens to you. You are not left unchanged. You become more than you were before you engaged on this journey of life together. And it's wonderful. This more can then mean that people say, Nico, oh, you are black, you are colored, you are Khoi, you are Griqua. But I say then, through my mingling with my isiXhosa beloved, my Indian beloved, my white beloved, yes, I am then so-called colored or colored, but I'm also more. I'm heterosexual, but through my mingling with my LGBTIQA plus beloved, I'm also more. I am South African, but through my mingling with my brothers and sisters, my beloved from other African countries, I'm also more.
Part of the argument, sure. But, you know, part of the argument that you further make, Professor Koopman, is that if we embrace this hybridity, as you've explained to us, it could foster greater peace amongst people.
Definitely so. If you participate in each other's life, you develop what we can call a public sympathy. You feel with each other, a public empathy. You think yourself into the shoes of the other and look through the eyes of the other. You attempt it, and even interpathy, where people from different worldviews even grow closer together. And then, in such a context, social cohesion would grow, social solidarity would grow amongst the diversity of people.